Hey guys, DP for another video, and as I promised, today I will be doing a Gouken showcase, right? So this one's gonna be done a little bit differently. I'm not gonna read through his kit. I'm not gonna bore you with any of the details. By now, you all would know what he does, but I will give you a very high overview, right? So, in essence, what does he do that no one else does, and what makes him so damn special? Well, two things. When your teammates drop low in health, he gives them a very special shield, a very strong shield, right? Which basically improves the odds of survival, whether you're bossing or whether you're you're doing PVE or PvP content, right? It's very important. And then this is where he shines the most. He will, once per battle, he will use his void ability, which means any down teammate or himself, he'll be able to revive, and he revives them at a very nice HP rate with shield, right? So those two things make him head and shoulders above any other tank in the game, or any other support unit in the game that does healing or whatever, right? In my opinion, anyway. And he can take a punch. Like, this man will hold the fucking line, right? I use him now instead of Bison, and he does his job superbly. Yeah, sure, his damage output is nowhere near Bison's, but you don't need him there for damage output, right? He makes people like Evil Ryu and Akuma so viable, right? That is his biggest strength. Now, let me show you something, right? Let me show you something. You guys have seen these Crusade events, right? They're dominated by fashion Chun-Li's, or Flame Chun-Li's, whatever you want to call them. And Fashion Blancas and Dalsims, right? Look at it. Flame Chun. Oh, wow, Flame Chun. Surprise, surprise. Ooh, that's a Guile there with a Fashion Blanca. That's me there with Flame Chun. Guile, yeah, alright. You see Guile on this boss because there's not much movement. He can get his saber kicks off properly. Another Guile. But mainly, or any other event other than this, is your F-Chuns, right? And then you have this guy here with Gouken and Akuma. And he just blew everyone else out of the water. So this is how you would use Akuma for bossing, right? If you have Gouken. It turns him into one of the best bossing units. Without Gouken, Akuma cannot survive. If you have Bison there, he'll get his cheeks clapped before he can even get his damage off, right? So let's speed it up a little bit. I'll tell you what he does here. So he starts off with Akuma, alright? Then he uses Street Poison for the buff, and then Gouken for his C2, which then builds up those stacks. Right? Meanwhile, Akuma builds up his damage stacks here. And then what he's going to do, he's going to wait for his super bar to fill. And then he's going to start with the Raging Demon, right? So here we go. He's going to start with Raging Demon, sorry. Again, Raging Demon again. And again, right? So, PVE, guild events, your boy Akuma there, mate, you can see it, right? Like, unbelievable damage, huge damage output. So, if we look at here, 201 million damage. If we look at Azrael here, you know, nowhere near. She did more than combined than F Blanca and F Chun there, right? So, this is because of Gouken. Gouken can keep him alive. Through all the shit, he will keep your units alive. If we look at here, for example, the teams that I'm running, where is my Gouken team here? You know, only second to my Flame team, where that never used to be the case. There always used to be the Flame team and everyone else, right? Now, Gouken has given my team that survivability and that option where I can just go in and just clap, right? So that is what makes him really good there. Now let's go over to bossing, right? So if I go to the Gate of Glory here, for example, and we'll look at the leaderboard. So here I run Gouken for my Flame team. Absolutely, no two ways about it. The second one I came second, but once again I ran Gouken. Here I'm running Gouken again, right? And let's see why I'm running Gouken, because he keeps everyone alive. And we'll do a live example as well. Actually, you know what? Let's go straight to the live example. So here's how we're going to do this. I'll challenge Guy there. And I will put Bison in there. Right? Bison with a fast chant because Gouken had a fast chant on him. So let's just put Bison with a fast chant on there. Right? Cool. Now, Bison there. All other things are equal. And we put Dalsim here for the flame damage. However, here we're now going to have to run some healing EX moves. Alright, let's see how we go. We'll fast forward it. Okay. Use our EX move there. Someone got interrupted, unfortunately, which is fine. Now we have to use a heal here because she'll die. 111 million, 112 million, and Chun-Li's dead. So she died around the 15-second mark. We only did 140 million damage there, right? Now, let's try that with our boy Gouken. All things equal, right? Let's see how we go. Do that. We go again. We use our healing EX. We're gonna get slapped here. Yep, there you go. He revived us. So she should have been dead. Right then, F-Chun should have died. No two ways about it, right? And she survived past that second one. Now we can drop our other EX move. Unfortunately, he died. There you go, 290 million. So, I don't know why. It always bumps down your score there. So we went from like a... where was it? So, why is it not letting me... Why it's not showing me my fights, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, there you go. My last 2 attempts, right? So, it won't even show me the Bison attempt because it's so low. So you can see here the value he brings, right? So, should you prioritize Gouken over Iryu and Akuma? No, you shouldn't. But, here's the big but. If you do have him, then you essentially have yourself another Bison team. In essence, whether you're PvPing, whatever, right? He will turn up. And he'll pull up and he'll be the guy you don't fuck with at the party, right? He's the man, the myth, the legend. So if we look at over his kit real quickly. So mine's fully maxed. No point going to FS 40. I only have him at level 40 as well. So his garage, so what do his cars do? So upon triggering his Conga Shin, gain 2 times Steel Thunder. And then the maximum shields will be obtained no matter how many stacks of Steel Thunder that's active. So max shields. And then he can use the Power of the Void to protect an allied fighter from fatal damage once per battle, which means he'll revive them. Once they go past the fatal threshold, he'll bring him back. Right? So they won't die, essentially. Just get shafted quickly here, as usual. For some reason, I have not pulled any Fashion Ken cars, and I've done over close to 200,000 worth of car tokens, right? These two I've pulled from car chests. It is so annoying. Fashion Ken and Monster Hunter Ken, 0 cars. And last but not least, I'll talk to you about PvP, right? So the PvP aspect of it. And the best way to demonstrate that will probably be in Arena, given that Showdown is not active. So if we go here, AK Gunner, here's what we're going to do, right? I'm going to run Iryu, I'm going to run Akuma in there. You know what, we'll even throw a heal in there, and then we'll put Bison there. And over here, we'll add someone like her, or like Dalsim, for example, and a Fashion Blanca, right? And this is the combo we want to run. So let's just see how we go. Let's just see how we go. Oh no, it won't let me It won't let me challenge the AK gunner there, which is a little bit unfortunate, right? Nah, because he's coming first. And I'm outside the top 3, so... maybe if I just smack this guy quickly a couple of times, I should be able to catch up, and then maybe he'll let me verse the number 1? Or do I have to be second to verse the number 1? I don't bother with arena anymore. It's not fair to the guys like that really need those diamonds. Like, I don't really need the diamonds. So let someone else have the fun, let someone else be on top for a bit. But for testing purposes, let's just do this quickly. Cool, so, can we challenge the gunner man himself? Not yet. Maybe after I kick this guy's ass again. It's crazy how many Sagats you see now in circulation, which is great to see. I still haven't leveled him yet. I am... Okay, one more. So I need to smack this guy one more time, and then we can verse the gunner man himself, who's been really invaluable when it comes to testing units for me. We sometimes spend hours on them just testing PvP, right? Because we're very close in terms of levels. Alright, let's see if he lets me verse him. Yes, he does. Alright, so perfect. Now, I'm running Akuma, Iryu, and a healer here, right, for support. I'm running 2 healing EX moves and shields, and I'm still going to get my cheeks clapped. I guarantee it. Very unlikely scenario we will survive this. Very unlikely, right? And if we do win, it's RNG, 100%. We should not win this. And there you go. We're gonna win this because oh my god, unbelievable, unbelievable. He just to ruin my showcase there, right? So we're gonna win this just to ruin my showcase. Let me see something quickly. So he's level 401 and I'm level, what level am I? What level am I? I am level 407. So I've surpassed him in levels a bit, but essentially what happens is I'll have to show you a footage from my showdown, unfortunately, because even if I verse him again, I think that the level gap now is so big that it doesn't make sense anymore. Like, you'll just get clapped again. But yeah, this team, all things equally considered, there's no chance it wins against that Bison team. He gets interrupted and he gets smacked. Iryu's so squishy, he dies straight away. That's the problem there. There you go, we got interrupted. This is gonna be game over, I think. Even though Iryu popped off and killed his Bison there, under normal circumstances he wouldn't be able to do that, but here he did. So look, before I embarrass myself, I'm gonna cut the showcase short. That never used to be the case. Iryu would never want that Bison in, like, say, something like Showdown, because it normalizes the levels. But there, I'm a lot of levels ahead of him. But trust me, take my word when I say this. The team that I'm fielding here should not win against that Bison team. It never does. But with Gouken, he can interrupt your combo twice and still be alive and fight through it, right? So that's why I think Gouken is really, really important, right? And he can be even more useful if you run him with a trigger unit. Now you may ask, why with the trigger unit? Because then that frees up his best skill, which is his Forbidden Shoryuken. And what this does for you is it unleashes a Shoryuken during damage. Damage is not the important part here, but you get the Steel Thunder, right? And then also it grants the teammate with the lowest HP Steel Thunder, and upon unleashing, grant all teammates Steel Thunder, right? So he gives everyone Steel Thunder. And what does Steel Thunder do? It reduces the damage received by 3% and it stacks, right? And it increases crit resist by 3%. So you take a lot more damage ultimately. Sorry, a lot less damage ultimately. So when attack reduces damage taken by 3% of the base attack, lasts until the battle ends, stacks up to 10 times. So this is where he shines. Unfortunately, I don't use him like that. So I run Iryu and Akuma, and I also run Sea Viper for the C3. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the Gouken showcase. He truly is remarkable at what he does. He's really good. Should you prioritize him? Not until you get your Akuma and Iryu. You need at least one glass cannon for him to support, right? Having said that, if you get him, would you be able to use him without Akuma? Absolutely. He'll do miracles for your Guiles, or like he'll keep Guile alive, right? And in PvP, Guile can dish out a lot of damage if you can keep him alive. So Guile, Gouken, Bizang, that's a dream team right there, right? He will do so much damage. Also, he'll help you progress with story. He's really good, like keeping your team alive in story mode as well. So he's all around a must-have if you're going to compete at the highest level. Anyways, that's my thoughts on it. As always, I really appreciate your time watching these videos, and also really appreciate your support. The channel has grown significantly in the past month and a half since I've been doing this, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. A really heartfelt thank you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.